They said it would never happen. They swore Paul Heyman would never step between those ropes as anything more than an advocate. But last night on Monday Night Raw, we witnessed something that has shattered 40 years of professional wrestling history. Paul Heyman, the man who built Extreme, the Wiseman, the special counsel, didn't just attack Brock Lesnar. He destroyed him. And if you think this is just another storyline, you haven't been paying attention to what's really happening behind the curtain. I need you to stop what you're doing right now. Drop that like button, because what I'm about to expose will change everything you thought you knew about the Heyman-Lesnar relationship. And if you don't subscribe after hearing this, you're missing the biggest story in WWE history. Let me paint you the picture. Raw. Sold-out arena. The crowd is hot. Brock Lesnar's music hits, and the Beast Incarnate walks down that ramp like he owns the place, because let's be honest, he does. But something's different. Paul Heyman isn't by his side. For weeks, we've seen the tension, the sideways glances, the hesitation in Heyman's voice when he introduces his reigning, defending Beast. But nobody, and I mean nobody, expected what happened next. Brock's in the ring, microphone in hand, and he's doing something we rarely see. He's talking. He's calling out Paul Heyman. He wants answers. He wants to know why his advocate, his friend of over 20 years, has been conspiring with Roman Reigns. The crowd is eating it up. Then Heyman's music hits. But he's not in his usual suit. He's wearing gear. Wrestling gear. A singlet. Knee pads. Boots. The entire arena goes silent. Paul Heyman, 60 years old, walks down that ramp with a steel chair in his hand and murder in his eyes. Brock's laughing at first. He thinks it's a joke. The Beast Incarnate is amused that his former advocate thinks he can do anything to him. That's when Heyman swings. Crack. Right across Brock's skull. The Beast goes down. The crowd erupts. And Heyman doesn't stop. Chair shot after chair shot after chair shot. 17 times. I counted. 17 times Paul Heyman brought that steel down on the body of the man he helped create. Now listen closely, because the mainstream media and the dirt sheets aren't telling you the real story. This isn't just about a manager finally snapping. This is about revenge that's been brewing for decades. Do you remember WrestleMania 20? Do you remember Goldberg vs. Brock Lesnar with special guest referee Stone Cold Steve Austin? That was supposed to be Brock's coronation. Instead, both men left WWE that night, and Paul Heyman was left holding the bag. His entire ECW legacy was used and discarded by WWE. He was humiliated, made to be a punchline. Fast forward to 2012. Brock returns. Who does he bring back? Paul Heyman. And for 12 years, Heyman has played the loyal servant, the advocate, the hype man. But behind closed doors? Sources close to the situation, and I have multiple confirmations on this, tell me that Heyman has been tired. Tired of being the mouthpiece. Tired of watching Brock collect massive paychecks for part-time appearances while Heyman does the heavy lifting on the microphone every single week. The disrespect reached a boiling point at Elimination Chamber when Brock shoved Heyman out of the way to get to Cody Rhodes. That wasn't scripted, folks. That was real tension caught on camera. And WWE, being the brilliant storytelling machine they are, decided to turn real-life heat into the most explosive angle of 2024. But here's where it gets juicy. You want to know why Heyman attacked Brock now? Roman Reigns has been whispering in Heyman's ear for months. The tribal chief has been telling the Wiseman that he's worth more than being Brock's lapdog, that he deserves to be acknowledged, to be respected. And most importantly, Roman promised Heyman something Brock never did, a legacy. Not as a manager, not as an advocate, but as a competitor. Think about it. Paul Heyman created Extreme Championship Wrestling. He booked himself in hardcore matches. He took insane bumps. He's been put through tables, hit with kendo sticks, and even took an F5 back in the day. The man has always had the heart of a wrestler, but he's been typecast as the guy behind the guy. Roman saw that. Roman exploited that. And now, we're watching the culmination of the greatest manipulation in WWE history. The Bloodline doesn't just want Brock destroyed physically. They want him destroyed emotionally. And what better way to break the beast than having his closest confidant, his brother-in-arms, turn on him in the most violent way possible? This is psychological warfare at its absolute peak. So where do we go from here? Let me tell you what my sources are saying, and this is exclusive information you're not going to hear anywhere else. WWE is building toward a match. Paul Heyman vs. Brock Lesnar. And before you laugh, before you say a 60-year-old manager can't compete with the Beast incarnate, let me remind you of something: WWE has never been about fair fights. This will be a spectacle. Imagine Heyman with the entire bloodline backing him. Jimmy USO, GUSO, Solo Sicko, the entire Samoan dynasty protecting the Wiseman. Brock would have to fight through everyone to get to Heyman. That's money. That's millions of dollars in pay-per-view buys. And you know Triple H is salivating at the idea of promoting this match. But here's the real kicker, and this is where I need you to smash the like button and share this video, because this needs to get out. There are rumors, strong rumors, that this match is being planned for WrestleMania. Not just any WrestleMania match. A special stipulation match. My source, who has been right about every major WWE storyline this year, tells me they're considering a career versus career match. If Heyman loses, he's done in WWE. If Brock loses, he never gets another WWE Championship opportunity again. The stakes couldn't be higher. The emotion couldn't be more real. And the fallout from last night's attack is just the beginning. Let's zoom out for a second. This storyline represents everything that's right about WWE under Triple H's creative leadership. We're getting long-term storytelling. We're getting character development. We're getting real emotion that resonates with the audience. Gone are the days of nonsensical booking and forgotten storylines. This is cinema. This is art. Paul Heyman attacking Brock Lesnar isn't just a shocking moment for social media clips. It's the culmination of decades of relationship dynamics, power struggles, and mutual respect turned to hatred. Every promo these two have cut together over the years suddenly has new meaning. Go back and watch their interactions from 2022 and 2023. The seeds were always there. We just weren't paying close enough attention. And that's what separates WWE from every other wrestling promotion in the world. They play the long game. They build stories that matter. And when they execute, when they deliver that climactic moment, nobody does it better. I'm telling you right now, we are living through a historic period in professional wrestling. Years from now, we'll look back at this moment: Paul Heyman standing over a broken Brock Lesnar with a steel chair in his hands, and recognize it as one of the most important angles in WWE history. This is bigger than Austin McMahon. This is bigger than Hogan Andre. This is personal. This is raw. This is everything we love about professional wrestling. So here's what I need from you. If you made it this far, you're clearly as invested in this story as I am. Hit that subscribe button right now. We're going to be covering every single development in this storyline, every promo, every backstage segment, every twist. And trust me, there are going to be twists you cannot even imagine. Get notifications turned on because you do not want to miss what's coming next. Like this video. Comment below and tell me, Team Heyman or Team Lesnar? Who are you supporting in this war? And most importantly, share this video. Your friends need to understand what they witnessed last night. This isn't just wrestling. This is history. Paul Heyman has become a wrestler. The Wiseman has become a warrior. And Brock Lesnar? The Beast incarnate is about to learn that nobody, and I mean nobody, gets the last laugh on Paul Heyman. The game has changed. The stakes have been raised. And Monday Night Raw will never be the same again.